What's happening, people? Welcome into Full Credit to the Boys. Usually a post-match show, but due to it being kind of a late game tonight here in New Zealand, we're going with the pre-game show, actually. So welcome in, everyone. And I'd like to welcome everyone in on Instagram. Thank you all for joining us. And we're building you. You're up before the start of the game. Everyone on Instagram, if you are there, I've pinned a link to the YouTube channel. If you want to come over and give a comment on YouTube, it's probably the best place to share your comments. So, but everyone that isn't here, shout out to everyone coming through on Insta. Talks, Mark Penny, Ants, Discon, Cobra, Up the Wires, cheers. Khan CHT for the bench. Let's hope so. Let's check it out. But welcome my co-host, as always, the most reliable man and the man with the knowledge that we all appreciate. Ash, how you doing, brother?
Thank you, my bro. What an intro! Oh my god, never heard that in my life. Knowledgeable, Jesus.
Yeah, we're gonna add to it as we go. Every episode we'll add to that kite, should we say?
All is good, bro. All is good over in Australia, man. Obviously, it's good to get on live. Even though it's a pre-game and all that, like it's good to really get the jitters out of the way before we get into the actual game, and hopefully the boys bring home a nice little W for us to maybe come on live after this to check out. So yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. Well, I said we'll start with the pregame, but if we get the dub, I might be tempted to jump on. But welcome him in 5-star. Cheer the brothers. Thank you, my man. And the Clough stuff. Yes. Evening, brothers. The Clough stuff. Welcome him, brother. And as he adding to his cordial there, frothing. Literally frothing for tonight. Nervous energy as always. Yeah, it is nervous energy, man. I've been, the tummy's a little bit unsettled at the moment. A little bit, I don't know about you, Ash. How you feeling, brother?
The butterflies, man.
Butterflies are in there.
Are flying, bro. But hopefully the boys score pretty early and we do settle a little bit. But even then, I think the butterflies won't settle till probably late on in the game. Even then.
Yeah, mean. Shout out to Chris Aloha on Instagram. Ready to head out to Amy Park up the mighty. Good on you, bro. Enjoy the game.
Good on you, brother.
Cheering our team along. So welcome everyone in there on Instagram. But like I said, guys, on Instagram, it is pinned on the YouTube comment. I've pinned it. Jump onto YouTube. We catch the comments better on YouTube. So come and subscribe and like the video. And if you are here for the first time on YouTube, please give us a like and a subscribe. Shout out to Clough stuff. Already on the Bears, boys. Already feeling. Settle in, brother. Settle in. It's going to be a big night tonight. And also shout out the realistic for real, bro. Nervous AF, but nothing but faith. Absolutely. As always, we love our boys, and it's a good vibe. I love the. It's one of those games, the Melbourne game, whether it's Anzac Day or whatever it is. It's always a game that you get pumped up for.
Yeah.
What's your feeling? Do you enjoy? Is it one of your favorite games in the Warriors calendar, the Melbourne
100%.
At Amy Park?
100%, man. 100%. Like, because they are a team that we used to have somewhat success against in big moments. But also, lately has been a team that we have struggled to get over, and usually is always the benchmark in the competition. So it's always good to see where the boys match up against boys like this. Can you hear me properly, bro?
Let me pump you up a little bit. Yeah, it does sound a little bit low. I will bump you up. Let's see if
I
it
didn't
works.
have my mic turned on, my bro.
Okay.
Late one there, but
that's all right. That's all right. Yeah. If you need to go into your settings and change the check that. Just check out. We'll sort that out. But we'll bump you up as much as we need to. Yeah. So let's get into it quickly. First off, I suppose the thing to address since the 24-hour cutoff is Egan out confirmed, and we are waiting on any late mail, meaning our Jazz is in the bench. Yep. And potentially we're thinking CHT. We've seen footage. I don't know if you all have seen the social media that he could be potentially in the squad, or he's training with the extended squad.
Yeah.
So yeah. And actually, Clough stuff. While we're there, we'll get that into there on the thoughts on CHT being put on the bench. Boys, great move. Do you mean great move? It's been confirmed, or
are we missing something?
Are we missing something, Clough? Because we're assuming at the moment it's Jazz, Walker, Bunty, or 4. If you've got some knowledge on that, please share us. Let us know. But
because the way I've been running, it's just like all the videos on Instagram and all that are showing CHT over with the squad. At the moment on NRL.com, it's just keeping. Oh yeah, it's just been changed now. Chanel has just jumped onto the bench.
Okay, so what's the bench there, brother?
So the bench is Tom Ale, Bunty Afoa, Dylan Walker, and Chanel Harris-Tavita. So Jazzy unfortunately
Wow.
misses out again.
Okay.
And
Okay. Okay.
Chanel comes in. So very interesting. It's live what's going on right now. And now my mic's back up and working, bro. So hopefully we sound good too.
Hey, let's get straight into it. We'll leave Egan for now. And Freddie, we understand, will be starting. What's the impact off the top, Ash, about CHT coming in for into the interchange?
Yeah, it's awesome to have CHT obviously in the lineup there. Obviously, playing a lot of half and all that, but he's so versatile that he can play in multiple other positions there. I would be saying that I would think that Freddie would actually get through some decent amount of minutes in this game. And then Chanel most likely, Webby usually uses players as cover very late on. If anything happens, he may run with the 3 forward bench. Who knows? But
Yep.
It would be interesting to see if he does put some minutes into CHT at hooker. I think more so it's a thing of a safety net. If anything goes wrong, Chanel will fill in a spot. So it's good to see him there in that position. What's your thoughts overall?
Yeah, so Kate Well, just checking it back as you do, you put the puzzles together. So Kate Well seems like he's going to play.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's probably a good move to put CHT there as backline cover. It allows Walker, if needs be, to just stay in the middle. I think we moved him around a little bit too much and we lost his impact. So that gives you halves cover, that gives you backline cover with CHT there, and he may not play. I don't think we should get over thinged about it, but I mean, I'm not expecting Lussick to have a full 80. He could. I mean, he's trained the house down. That trained the house down as we always hear it in the off season.
Love that.
Would love it too, because then you get more use out of your bench. But at the same time, it is great to have him there. I like it. I like the move. I was thinking more use of Jazz in the middle, but now it's pretty much confirmed that Webby's happy with those three: the Walker, Bunty, and Ali. And I'm hoping Ali gets that first interchange. It'd be interested to see what the decision is around that 30-minute mark. But I'm quietly happy. I'm quietly, I feel good about that. Well, let us know what you guys think. Actually, we hit the
positive move overall, brother. As you did touch on,
it is positive. Yes.
Yeah, it's very positive in overall in Chanel, obviously tracking in his development and all that sort of stuff. Like coming back a year off of footy last week, having a cracker game in New South Wales Cup. And also, just having players like this that can cover multiple different positions. Like we've spoke about depth that many times this year, but depth within our squad in general has been at an all-time high that covers so many different positions. And Chanel is like the pioneer of that. Obviously, he can play fullback, he can play in the centres, play 13 if he has to, play 9. So really, really excited to see how we use him in this game if we do use him for decent minutes. So.
Yeah. Are you concerned that he's been rushed back, or were we just overprotective as fans and Webby's got a really good grip on it and he's more than ready to do a job?
Yeah, I feel like, the early thoughts of Chanel coming back, if he was going to play 6 or something like that, I would be a little bit more worried. But coming off the bench isn't too much of a worry for me. Like, he'll be in limited minutes if he does see any game time tonight. If he had to play long minutes, that's where I'm more so of like the year off footy. Maybe things can. I'm not too sure. I feel a bit more confident him coming off the bench and all that. I think it's more of like a protection sort of thing where we're just like, we just want to see him get through some footy first before he gets back into the NRL. But he's here. He's off the bench. He shouldn't really. Yeah, it should be a really positive move in his eyes as well. You know what I mean? So coming back in the squad, I think he'll be pretty sturdy there.
Yeah, good and good call there. Yeah, Clough stuff saying CHD will bring that spark, proper playmaker who has a crisp service. Yeah, he does have a good service game. I think as fans we were just a little bit cautious, but
100%.
Now that he's in there, our immediate thoughts is cool. We're excited. So it's not until you kind of get in the ring, then you're like you don't know what it's going to look like. So he's in the ring now. And I think we're pumped as fans to see what happens. So
he's in the jersey now. He's in the top squad now. Like we got to get behind him and be like, you know what? He's going to do the damn thing. Because before this, as we all have been, we were like, bro, he's got a year off. Let him have time to grow. He's in there now. May as well get behind him.
Yeah. And JP1, thoughts on Lussick starting? Yeah, I think we've kind of gone. We understand the situation. I don't think it's not ideal, but we've seen Freddie more as a starter.
Yeah,
the guy that he's really good defensive work, really strong. You are missing that kind of work around the ruck with Egan. But I've said just after the Sharks game, we need to support him. There wasn't enough shape set up to for them around him to give him options, so to say. What's your thoughts, bro, on Lusick? Any other thoughts before we?
Oh yeah, no, I completely agree with everything you pretty much touched on. Overall with Lusick, as we both just said, you agreed on, is like he's more of a long minute sort of hooker player. So if for me, I don't really love seeing him off the bench because I don't think he's that sparky type of hooker that just like comes on and just causes havoc through the middle of the ruck. I think he builds into the games. He's very defensive in moments and that. But him for a long minutes in this game, I'm not too worried. Obviously, I think our attack won't look as crispy as with Wade Egan, but I don't know too many hookers that will come in and continue on what Wade Egan is doing. So I think he's going to do really well for a long minute role there. I'm thinking about, what do you reckon, about 60 minutes or something like that, and maybe Chanel or something like that.
Definitely 60. Yeah, 60 for me is kind of the right amount. And then Chanel, would love to see Chanel for. Would you rather see Chanel as a 20 at the end, or would you see him kind of how they did Egan and Lusick, where they go
half sort of thing?
Yeah. What's your thoughts?
Maybe that mid sort of feel. It depends on how much defensive work Freddie's going to have to get through that first 30. Like if we're in the front foot and all that sort of stuff, maybe he will wait towards the 20 minutes at the end of the game and all that. If we're sort of like tracking, like we're doing a lot of defensive work on our line, I could see probably 10 minutes before halftime, 10 minutes after. And then, Freddie finishes out the game. So that's really where I'm looking at it. Really game dependent, in my opinion.
Yeah, I suppose. And again, guys, I think Webby is a very good coach in terms of he reads the cues of his players. You notice a lot of times he makes his interchanges after a try scored or after a certain event.
Yeah.
So no doubt he'll pull the trigger when he feels that he needs to. So, but yeah, something to watch out for. It's a game where CHT comes on and has a great game. He could force his way into the 14 jersey permanently when Egan comes back. He could do.
It's a good point.
Good point, Clough stuff. Really could do. JP saying, I'm watching the Cowboys game as built up. The Knights are, I'm just watching it right now.
I'm same with you guys. I got it
18-10. I might be a little bit behind, but yeah, no, they're looking threatening.
You're on the same spot as me, bro. Like,
very nice.
The Cowboys were pretty dire in that first half, but brought it back,
Yeah.
The Knights are still kicking on there, so.
Nah, they're a good squad. Lusick's lack of speed with the service puts massive pressure on SJ with the kicking game when the Sharks defense were able to get in his face. Yeah, there is those elements. Like I've said, you need Egan because he holds the markers.
Yeah.
He also holds the first the A gap defender, the A and B, and it gives you that extra time. If you're not pulling those guys in, it's not creating anything on the outside.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the struggle. It just really is. We can't hide it. It's true from what we've seen so far.
And unfortunately, I don't think Chanel's going to be any too better, in my opinion. I know, like, we're all hopeful and he's going to be, like, I think he's going to be decentable service from hooker and that, but he is a bigger body as well. Like, it is tougher, like, growing up. Hookers usually are more of the smaller body type of forward, like probably under 6 foot sort of look and that. Just because it's a lot easier to get down and get at ground level and really service off the ground a little bit better. And, Chanel is a bigger body. But I feel like he's going to do a great job there defensively in the middle and that. I just don't think attacking-wise, his service out of ruck's just going to be any better than Lusick. But he could fill in so many other positions. So he could win a 14 role if he plays amazing through the middle, gets through a lot of work. And has a decent amount of service that's up to par with Lusick, in my opinion. I don't think he's going to be better service-wise than Lusick. That's just my opinion, honestly.
Yeah. No, that's fine too, as long as it's equal. That's also good as well. And I think this is a good move in terms of depth. We're starting to see a little bit of depth already, round 2. Now we're starting to see the chain. What do you think? Jazz was hard done by, or do you think that just from a skills point of view, was he just the odd man out again?
A little bit. I'm a little bit down that we're not having Jazzy in that lineup, especially I don't know much else Jazzy could have done to win another spot there after, that the stats he had in Cup were just incredible last week. And, Chanel was incredible in Cup as well, but I felt like we could have covered Lusick with one of those other boys there. Wouldn't have looked amazing, but it's still yet to be seen how good, Chanel had a couple of games for Samoa in that 14 role and all that sort of stuff, but still, they're not all hookers, you know what I mean? All these guys are going to be covering on the bench. So for me, I would have loved to see Jazzy maybe have an opportunity to win a spot back on that bench role and see where we go from there. But also the opposite side of that, the more positive side, is exactly what one of the boys brought up in the comment section, is Chanel has a massive chance here to be like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm going to be that 14 jersey. I'll be so versatile throughout the whole squad. And maybe Lussick could be fighting for a 14 jersey in this one too, you know?
I think the thing we're seeing now is that Jazz is that fourth man behind Walker,
Yeah.
Bunty, and Ali at the moment.
Yeah.
So it's difficult for him to get in. CHT comes in because he is that cover for the halves. He's got more versatility. So unfortunate for Jazz. Interesting that they named him. Maybe they were just hoping on something from, I don't know. Yeah, but
I'm really not sure how that went.
yeah, I'm not sure how that went, but
yeah, it was really weird. Like, obviously, I was just waiting around watching Instagram reels, all the videos they were putting out. The first one they put out, because you know, content creators, they love to give a little, surprise. Hey? And you saw, I was so sure it's Chanel's tattoo. And I was like, Chanel's on the plane. Like, Chanel's
Webby's given these guys the team list like on Monday or whatever. And he said, okay, now just cut in just the tattoo. Just give them something. But don't give them everything. You know, like these guys, bro.
I don't know if that's weird,
merchants
bro,
for
I don't know if that's weird, me looking at these videos and going like, at the last
they're
one,
content
like,
merchants.
Chanel, man.
Easter eggs. We're looking for these guys are blooming Steven Spielberg Easter egg droppers. Far out. Absolutely. A big shout, everyone. Yeah.
My big question though too, bro, like overall, you know, we've touched on it a little bit too on, I think, last episode as well. With Jazzy being that man that's like maybe just out of that pecking order, what does this mean for like players like Big Zion when they come in, and Laban and all these other like juniors that we have coming through? Like, obviously Jazzy might be the next man up from that, and those boys are just under Jazzy, or what's your opinion there?
Well, yeah, I was just really thinking that Bunty or someone was going to drop out and one of those guys would come up. It's again just waiting. It's a waiting game a little bit.
Yeah.
Mayu was big. Everyone's big on Mayu, and they've got massive reps on him. And I do too. I'd love to see him play, but
100%.
Does Mayu for you beat Jazz, and so does Jazz like the fifth or sixth option now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. That's the whole thing. Is like, Jazzy's not getting a lick in the starting side yet, but like. What does this mean for Zion and all that have so much hype that we're looking at? A lot of people had him in like finding a way for him to be on there, especially when Nick Order is due back sometime soon as well. So one of these other boys are going to be falling off the bench.
The thing is if these guys stuff up, Farley goes on there and does 20 meters for 30 minutes, like whatever it is, misses 3 tackles. You got a Zion Mayu you can call up. You know what I mean? So pressure's on everyone. Well, it should be, in my view, that if you stuff up like Jazz, probably those 2 drops, hey, we got someone else to replace you. That's great, bro. That's what we want. We want competition. So,
100%.
Yeah, I think it's kind of that type of thing at the moment. Shout out to JP1. Can Egan get himself an origin spot this year? Just a yes or no for that one, Ash. What's your thought?
I don't think so. Not this year.
Yeah.
This year.
And we'll get into that.
Injury-wise, bro. Like,
yeah.
Really
selectors are really like that. And if you maybe look at Maguire, maybe not his style, maybe not his.
Nah, you got like Robson and all those other boys that are up there, Coruscant.
Yeah, they like that. They like the more of a stronger type. Yeah. No, I agree with it. Yeah, good club stuff. We've been talking about this. Egan's the best at engaging the mark as a defender in the comp. Yep, it is. It's very important. And again, just talking about injury prone stuff there. Thank you, club stuff, man. Great to catch up with you last year as well. Hopefully we catch up you guys at the new bar in Kingsland. Hear about this, Ash? What's your thoughts on while we're on the topic?
I love the sound of it, bro. I love the sound of it. Obviously, it's the Warriors owning the bar, right? Like the organization owns the bar, so we will make profit off it and all that, and it would help fund a lot of different things, like hopefully get a development system down there. Like we've got all our juniors coming through now. But, you see the Tigers and all that have a massive development center and all that. Maybe in the future we could have something like that to nip off like some of the Union stars and that to come and bring them over to the league. And this is the start of doing that. And also for the fans, the connection now, like the connection between the club and the fans, it's going to be incredible. Obviously I'm in Australia. I won't get to see it. Hopefully one day, I'll fly over to New Zealand and I'll go to that bar, man, and you can catch me all up in there. But yeah, I'm excited to see how that turns out for us.
Oh, it's going to be great. I live in Hamilton. I'm happily drive up to just go watch games with other fans. You know, it's like you go to any bar in New Zealand, and you get mainly rugby people or other people, and so you might be the only Warriors person in there.
Yeah,
But it's nice to go to a place where you're going to see hundreds of other jerseys, Warriors jerseys, and you're gonna be hanging out there with everyone. So I'm just can't wait. I can't wait to just see what it looks like, get a feel for the vibe. Yeah, Kingsland's a bit of it's by Eden Park, so I suppose that's a good option for them. People were saying that even for rugby games, they're going to get a lot of people coming in. So I suppose it'll be a Warriors bar, but I suppose they'll have elements where they're just a sports bar in general as well. So they'll probably want people coming in after All Blacks matches, that type of thing. Another good point was, if they're going to take bus loads of people to the bar after the game, that would be great too.
that's a great idea.
And shout out to the guy with the bro on Instagram as well. We just need a strip club. That's the next step.
The Warriors strip club.
Yeah, Warriors strip club, man. K Road's just so up the road as well, so maybe we just need to get up in there, bro.
Get the girls on there with them Warrior bikinis or something like that. I don't know what's going on there.
Nah, but big up everyone in the chat. Can you, if you guys are here for the first time, give us a like. We want to try and hit maybe 30 likes if we can before we end this one. We appreciate everyone's support.
If the wife is watching, I don't know what a strip club is.
Yeah. I was just saying what he was saying. That was all. And just welcoming in, man. This guy here, I'm going to bring on stage here. He's living the life, and he's been fortunate enough to give us some of his time. But I'd like to welcome in my man, Josh Gage. Look at him with the shirt, the open button shirt. The sun. How you doing, brother?
Open button shirt, boy. Off to the yacht club. He's off to the yacht club.
He's on the big dollars, brother.
He's on the big
How's it going, brothers?
Good. Yeah, not as good as you, obviously, bro.
Yeah.
Where are you, bro? Tell us where you're at.
Yeah, no, it's tough. I'll try and show you. I don't know if you can.
What is that, bro?
Oh, there's a bird.
Is that a dirty rooster? Wasn't it?
No, it's I think it's a cockatoo, bro.
Cockatoo, right.
That's what it is, baby.
I think it's a cockatoo. I'm doing it tough at the moment, boys. I'm out at the Great Barrier Reef.
Oh, you bugger.
Yeah,
you're doing it tough, mate.
I'm doing it really tough out here, boys. It's hard. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's tough. It's tough. But we're hanging in there. I'm staying strong. My mocktail came a bit late today. I was a little bit pissed off for that because I like a passion fruit power myself. So what's happening, boys? How are we feeling about the game?
We're good, man. We're just talking. If you haven't heard, CHT made the bench. Jazz dropped out. What's your thoughts on that, man?
Yeah, I to be honest, bro, I kind of saw that coming, eh? To be honest, I'm just looking at our bench. We didn't have a. I suppose we could have moved Kurt Capewell out to the backs, but if we had to cover that back line. But I saw that, kind of saw that happening. I'm pretty happy with that, bro. I'm pretty happy with the team, to be honest. I feel player for player, and I know you guys. I was watching the other night where you were talking player for player, like Pappenhausen and Wopiki and things, and you're going player. I think player for player, we're matching them, in my opinion. Definitely our bench. I think we're matching them. If I'm being deadly honest, I think we're going to pump them. I'll put a cheeky little hundy on 13 plus.
I love it, Georgie.
Wow.
Yeah. I've got to make my money back for last week. So just a cheeky little hundy 13 plus on the boys. I mean, we'll look at the stats, boys. I think the Storm, we played them 32 times. I know they won 32 times. We won 16. Okay, geez, that's not flash. Oh, damn. Oh, sorry, boys, might be a bit dark. I should turn the light on.
No. Turn your green screen off, man, and turn your light on.
I'm pretty happy with that. With that THT on the bench, boys. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Yeah, overall, bro, we're like, pretty positive on it. You know, Chanel's got a massive chance here to win maybe a 14 jersey and all that. And Lussick's obviously, you know, got a massive chance to hold on to that 14 jersey if Egan does come back. So it's really up to that. All these boys are real competitive. So be really good to see. As you said before, like it's really good also to cover our outside back deck. That was something that, you know, we had Walker that could do that at a lick as well. But like, if he, you know, if any of those other boys went down on the edge in centers, wings, fullbacks, and all that, Chanel's more than like great enough to cover those positions there. So really, really positive, and I'm really, really keen to see how he goes in that 9 jersey if he gets into a little bit of a couple of minutes off the bench there in that hooker role. I want to see his service out of ruck and all that, and see how he goes in the middle.
Mate, turn your background music off, bro. You got birds from Jeff.
Sorry, boys.
Not the copyright claims, brother. Not the copyright claims.
You got cockatoos from the
Cockatoos.
Damn cockatoos. Yeah, sorry, boys. It's a bit
That's
windy.
$1
It's not
million
a.
view,
No, you're good, bro. No, we just.
That's Yeah, this is way too flash for me. Yeah. I saw another brown skin the other day because on this island where we are, there's no cars. You get around on golf buggies everywhere. You drive golf buggies, and I saw what I thought was a brown complexion, not realizing everyone's brown here because they've all been out in the sun. So I gave this bro like a big mun away, bro. I was like,
Yeah,
nah,
brother.
nah.
No.
Don't run away, bro. He kind of looked at me a little bit weird and just like, man, he just drove off. So yeah, I'm a bit out of place here a little bit. But we gotta go to those fancy like there's when you go to a restaurant where you can't pronounce the food. I think you're out. I'm out there, and there's this restaurant we gotta go to. And I was like, oh, he's going to play the footy. The Warriors are playing. He's playing the Warriors tonight. No, sir. We don't play. No, sir.
We don't play that. Have you got your phone? You got your phone ready, or what do you got? You got some data?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, no, I'm hooked up. I've even got a power pack to plug into my phone because I'll watch the game, no doubt, bro. I'll watch the game. But back to the boys. I think, I'm pretty happy with that change.
Cool.
And I think we all. I saw the Wade Egan thing shocked me. The Wade Egan thing shocked me when he was going to play. I was like, oh, really? Yeah, but I know a bit of smoky mirrors there from Webby, the crafty devil, bit of smoke and mirrors, I see.
He did a couple of them. He did a couple of them, running Jazzy on the bench there too, and then just pulling him late, like a couple of little smoking mirrors from Webby there.
Yeah.
Ooh, quite the magician.
Yeah, talking about smoke and mirrors here. Jackson Ford just got to the sheds, lads, and I put some Gorilla Glue on me hands. Good on you, Jacko.
Good on you, Jacko. That's the way, Jacko.
That's it.
And that profile picture as well, Jacko.
Yeah.
So, how do we reckon he's going to go this week, boys? Because he's been pumped a little bit. And
I know. I don't know. What's your read on the mesh? I know he's got another error. He just has errors in him every week. I don't know what's going to happen.
He's got a big matchup tonight too with Eli Qatar, who's been really in form. Especially, he's grown a lot going to the Melbourne Storm and all that. So he better be on his defense tonight. And hopefully, if old Mets needs to go short to him, he holds on to his lollies. It'd be really, really nice, especially for your bet, my bro.
Yeah. I just hope he just has a clean game. Just work hard. Yeah. Would love to. I'm waiting to see that left side unlocked a little bit more. I just have to wait and see. Really, that's pretty much my view on it. What do you think, Josh?
I think I like what Webby's done, bro. He's given him an opportunity to redeem himself, I suppose. In previous years, we would have just sacked him and sacked the whole team and started again. But I do like the approach. I think Ford will have a really good game, to be honest. What I hope doesn't happen though is he overplays his hand a bit too much, trying to make up for that game. But I think with people like Kurt around him, Tohu, I think the boys are just about to settle him down a bit, and I think the boys just about to settle him down a bit, and I think he should be right. I think he'll have a good game. I think, and we discussed where we think like how we're going to beat the Storm?
No, we're gonna get into that. Yeah, actually, right now. What's your thoughts, bro? What do you where you think where we attack? How do we defend everything? You know, what's your thoughts?
I think for Freddie's sake, bro, for Lussig's sake, I think we need to win the ruck, especially in attack. So we need to dominate the ruck, bro, when we're attacking. We need to get up, pass play the balls. Boys need to be doing their job. No handling errors. They need to allow him to play his game. I think if he's pulling too much defense as well, that'll interfere with his game as well, bro. And Freddie's got a bit of a he's got a head knock on him as well, bro. So I just hope that doesn't happen as well. He's got a bit of a head knock on him too. So I hope he doesn't overplay his hand in defense. But I think we win the ruck. I think we win the game, to be honest. I think we've got the class in the backs to finish. I think they would have gone away last week like what we've done all week and analysed where their timing was, what they needed to. Like, if we can work it out, I'm sure they can work it out.
Yeah.
100%.
I think so. We win the ruck, boys. We win the game. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I think of the Storm forwards are like very up and down, you know, not massive amount of footwork. If we just contain with our forwards, like for me, it's like we got to win that middle period of the game. As soon as Barnett and AFB come off, Walker, Bunty, or Ali, whoever it is, they really got to hold. Like, and I think we got to score a try in that period. Like, I don't think it's enough to just hold them out or even let a try in. We have to score. So. Yeah, I think if we do that, we'll go well. But yeah, defense, I think it's just got to be strong. And I think if interesting, remember Freddie used to do those little grubbers and stuff on the goal line. Like he's got a different game to Egan.
Yeah.
Man, there's cockatoos, bro. I take my headphones. No, you're all good, bro. His toe talk. He's like, aye. Give it a toe talk to me. But yeah. So that's my view. Ash, what about you, brother?
Yeah, man. Very much on the same boat as that. Both of you guys. Just need to roll through the middle, really control the ruck and that. Hopefully we get on them early, get some momentum there because their bench is like comparatively to our bench, in my opinion, is very, very light. Like. You know, having like Christian Welsh is probably their best bench player coming off the bench. Everything else is really like just a little bit of a hard worker. What do you call them? Nut truckers, you know, all that sort of stuff. So hopefully if we beat them in the first 30 and really keep on the foot on the gas. Plus I'm expecting a whole lot of traffic on that right side. You know, SJ, Catewell and all that, all up against Jonah Pezzett, the young boy, and Joe Chan. So both really, really young to NRL still. Pezzett's looked good in NRL and all that, but, you know, it's time to test him defensively a little bit more tonight, especially Joe Chan as well. So hopefully that right side gets humming early and from there, just build momentum and hold the foot on the throat. That's the biggest thing for tonight.
Hey, Josh, who do you think will have the better yardage game, bro? The back five wise?
100%. I think the Warriors will. I do think they've got some yards in them, though. And Corey Oates and, not Corey Oates, what's his name, bro? The other guy.
Xavier Quincy. I keep getting those mixed up as well.
Yeah. Corey Oates. No, one of them plays NRL, the other one doesn't. Xavier. I think Xavier's got some meters in him, bro. Warbrick's a really hard worker. I think he's a gun worker. And, you know, what's the other guy, the who cares guy, the fullback guy that no one really cares about? I think he's just got a cool haircut. Let's be honest, boys. He hasn't done much in the last 12 months, so I think he'll have some meters in him as well. But I think our back five is going to dominate meters, and I think back five for back five. I think we'll beat them there easily. Yep. Yeah, Remus Smith is too,
yeah, Remus is pretty good. That battle with him and Berry will be nice. RTS boys, what are we thinking? I mean, Ramian kind of got on top of him, but he didn't get the best early ball. You know, we've talked about that, getting him early ball and letting him work. What are we expecting him up against Meaney? A more favourable matchup? And saying that, Meaney, you did an okay job on Taylor May, but still, if you're thinking RTS, bro, this is game on. You know, this is a massive opportunity. What's your thoughts, Ash?
Yeah, bro. I think it's a massive favourable matchup with RTS on Nick Meaney. Like, Nick Meaney did well last week, you know, but Taylor May still baffed him a couple of times, got on the outside, got on the inside. If you give Sheck a little bit of time and opportunity, man, like, he's going to make you miss, like, more times than not. So, you know, it's going to be a big effort from Nick Meaney, you know, still very young to that centre role. You know, he's played in multiple different positions, so he's still obviously learning the game, learning the craft. So, Rog, yeah, I'm giving Rog definitely the edge in that one, and I'm hopefully if we do go left, we go to him early and let him work on him, because yeah, he's got that step is going to cause a whole lot of havoc on that side there.
Yeah. Josh, bro, thoughts on RTS tonight?
Agreed, boys. Early ball for Rog, man. I think that's going to be the key. I think he's getting better. And I was going to say betterer. He's getting betterer. he's getting betterer with each minute he plays. And I think Nick Meaney's going to have his hands full, man. Part of me feels sorry for Nick Meaney, like a small part. But the big part of me is like, bro, you want to get pumped. Like, Roger's going to make him cry, bro. I think Roger's going to dominate him tonight. But excited, sorry.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's going to be a big night. And the Cockatoos, tautoko, Josh, they
agree.
Tautoko on. They got a haka going there. They got a wire to tautoko there. I just want to quickly talk about Webby saying that it's okay to be clunky, pretty much, and he said judge us by around 4 or 5. I think it's a fair comment. What's your thoughts on that, Ash? Anything out of that soundbite from Webby?
Yeah, completely agree, man. All the top teams in this competition very early on have struggled in attack, you know, clunkiness in attack and all that. You know, the Penrith Panthers last night looked really, really good. They got together. But in that first game against the Melbourne Storm, the amount of errors that they gave away in that game was hectic. You know, the Broncos and the South Sydney Rabbitohs game we saw, the amount of errors in that game were just, you know, crazy. So early season footy is like that. You know, we really see, you know, where all the big teams are around that round 6 to 10 range, and that's where you start to see the shape of the competition at. So hopefully all we need to do is, you know, get our defensive sets, all our stuff that we can control very early on, set that in stone, and the attack will come off the back of that. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah. Any thoughts on that, on Josh? Are we as fans kind of rushing a little bit? Just be a bit more patient, like Webby said.
Nah, bro. Like, we should be gunning it now. Nah, bro. I want 100% completion rate.
Yeah.
No, I think if Chance was playing, bro, and I think if Wade Egan was playing, if our same spine was playing from last year, I'd be a little bit, you know, not. I think we should be hitting our timing now. Yep. But yeah, look, yeah, I agree with Ash, bro. I think what Ash did was quite spot on, actually. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was going to say. Thanks, bro. Yeah, but I just quickly, bro. Nick Meaney looks like a posh private school boy, to be honest.
Yeah, that's club stuff, bro. He's a union boy. Yeah, he's come through.
He is, hey. He does look like that guy. Never gone without lunch. He's never gone without lunch. Never starved. He's never had to go halves in a pie, that boy. He's never had to go halves in a pie. Yeah, he's had no pie his whole life. So yeah, he's going to get. Because Roger's from South Auckland, bro. He's still sharing his pies now. You know.
Yeah.
No different.
He's gonna eat. The boy's gonna eat. He needs to eat. He's gonna eat. He gotta eat. Bang on. Yeah. Shout out club stuff, man. Always got good comments, man. Look, I just want to quickly talk about no Nars, no Munster. Yet we kind of still, there's a narrative that we still want to lose. Is that just past trauma, or is it kind of like they have enough depth to beat us, or are we just overhyping the Storm a little bit here? What's your thoughts, Ash?
Yeah, it's the logo. It's the logo, the name. It's the Melbourne Storm. Like, you know, what they've built over so many years. Like, that's just really what they carry. And especially, you know, as Joshy brought up before, like, our form lately against the Melbourne Storm hasn't been the most amazing. But, you know, judging by, like, on paper, like, as Joshy said to start, like, when he jumped in, like, on paper, we match it completely with this team. Like, even like our bench is, in my opinion, like leaps and bounds above their bench, other than Christian Welsh. But and even Christian Welsh is coming off an injury here, you know what I mean? So we got a massive opportunity now. You know, Nas has always been the biggest thorn in our side going up to the Melbourne Storm, and he's not there. Munster was a big person that changed the game in that last year's game with that 40-20 that changed the momentum when we were up like, 16-0 or whatever we were early on in that game. So, you know, we need to make these moments count tonight and really give it to the Melbourne Storm and get some pride in that jersey, get pride in that game now.
Yep. Same with you, Josh. Kind of like we just got that trauma in the Storm brand and that type of thing.
Yeah, I think, but see, I don't think the Warriors will be thinking that at all. I think the Warriors will be pretty confident, bro, that we can knock this game out. And if they don't feel confident, then they shouldn't be playing, bro. But I think they'll go into this game pretty confident. You know, the Storm will rock up in their Suzuki Swifts, bro, and they get out and look at us with the Storm, and bro, no one even cares about footy down in Melbourne, bro. Let's be honest. Like, oh, look at us with the Melbourne Storm, the most successful franchise in the NRL ever. No one cares, mate. You know what? Because we're the best team in New Zealand last 26 years, buddy. Okay, the best team that ever come out of New Zealand is the mighty Warriors. I think I think we'll get past them, man. I think they're fairly confident going into this game. And to be honest, I reckon Melbourne will be a little bit. I won't say they'll be worried, but they'll respect our game. I think they'll respect it more so than they have previously.
Yep. No, they absolutely will. Shout out the Clough stuff. Nick Meanson still hasn't hit the puberty. He's got that clean shave. He hasn't got a single whisker. He hasn't got a Chinese whisker on his chin.
Show him how to grow a mo there.
Yeah. Get one of these puppies, bro. Yeah, they're right. Yeah, quick one on this one, Clough. Clough stuff saying Noughts on Nas being out of favour at Melbourne. That's being rumoured. Yeah, I heard that. You know, the first thing I thought, he's off to the Roosters.
Yeah.
They never come home, these guys, the Wellington boys. They're just you know, I don't know what it is, eh? But yeah, I don't know.
I think we need to develop that rumour more. I think that is it's definitely happening. I think Nazi should come back home, bro, where you're appreciated. You know, you're appreciated back home, bro. Nobody cares if you go to Bali and punch someone in the face like you did, buddy. No one cares. No one cares about that, bro. But over in Melbourne, they do. But we don't, bro. We don't.
We celebrate it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Oh, and just for note, the Cowboys just scored. 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes to go. Kick in front. Looks like Sharks. Typical Knights. Yeah. Yep. That's what's happening there.
Falling apart, huh?
Knights falling apart at the end there. Oh, beautiful. Nice break. Yeah, you know. I'd love them to come home, but yeah, it's usually that situation is always shout out to Clough stuff. Storm players rock up in their Suzuki SUVs, sipping on their cappuccinos and chai lattes. Yeah. You're bang on there, man.
Yeah, bang on, man. With their little dogs.
Yeah, their little puppies over there. Okay. Hey, man, we're running out of time here, but let's quickly get into who wins, how we're going to win, and score prediction. If you are in the chat, chuck in your score prediction. There's no prize for it, but it'll be good. You can just know that you've got it right. Yeah, check your score predictions. And Ash, we'll start with you, brother. How does this one end up going? What's your score line?
Yeah, bro. I'm thinking that this is going to be for me, I'm going tight one. I think we'll start off strong. Hopefully don't let him in and all that, but I'm thinking about that 24-12 range sort of look. Maybe I'm hoping we limit them to like 1 or 2 tries in this contest here. But yeah, obviously just really want us to get on the front foot early and just like bring it all the way, bring it home. Like, you know, that last Sharks game we went out early, but that Sharks bench that came on, they have a lot of momentum for them. I don't think Melbourne have that off their bench in this one. So that's where I really see this one going. Yeah, that's where I'm sort of looking at here, bro.
Sweet. Yeah, Josh, what's your thoughts?
Where's your money on, Josh? What's your money on?
Oh, look, mate, my money's on the Warriors. I think we're going to. I want to go 13 plus for the boys. Just looking back at that Sharks game last week, I think the Sharks are pulling a 2023. For me, they're pulling a Warriors for 2023. They've got a stronger underbelly now, so they're a decent side, man. Watching them against their game against the Bulldogs. They're a decent side, man. So, and I think, and moving forward into this week, for me, I think we're gonna score fast. We're gonna score early. AFB is probably going to go over first, and then we'll just get a roll on from there. For me, boys, I'm going to be honest. 28 points to 2. I think Melbourne will get a penalty or 2 drop goals. That's where I'm at, boys. That's where I'm at. But no, I think we're going to win this one. I think we're going to win it.
I'm feeling confident too, and I'm sticking with I think 20 to 14 or 20 to 16, something like that. I think they'll score an extra try, and we'll score that third or fourth try that we've been missing from last week. I think we'll get it right. Yeah, I just think we're just going to win that middle period of the game. But I think our front row, everyone matches them well. As long as I've just said, be patient. Like let the gaps appear when they appear. Just don't go for the big plays. I mean, I think what Melbourne did good was they scrambled against Panthers, and the Panthers just kept shifting it. I think we just need to stick to our game plan, work the middles enough, and then let Sean and the rest, time to go, whatever it is, just think a bit of patience. But yeah, I think everything that I've heard from Webby, it's been really awesome. And sounds like they're onto it. Of course they are. Onto our first try score. Yeah, good call. Josh, bro, we just thoughts. We spoke about the new bar in Kingsland. What's your thoughts on that, brother?
Bro, it is so good. That is such a great idea. All of the Aussie teams in Australia all have clubs, bro. And they've all got like these awesome clubs. I don't know if you've been over to I don't know if you've been to any of them over in Aussie, but they've got some really big leagues clubs where they're big on that sort of thing. And I think it's been something that's been happening for a while. They just haven't been able to pull the trigger on it. But no, I'm really excited. Really excited. So it's an awesome step forward.
Yeah, the leagues club in the Dolphins is what made them really the most richest club in the league. As soon as they jumped into the league, like that league club pumps out so much money for the pokies and all that. It's hectic over there, and the Broncos league club is massive over here as well. So it's really good to see our boys get something like that too. And as Levon was saying before, like they're trying to catch a lot of that. Maybe the Union fans coming through to the Warriors league club as well and pump some of their cash through that as well. So.
Yeah, man. Hopefully start stealing off the Union boys, man. Finally.
Exactly.
Well, Union's on. Now's really a good opportunity, bro, for rugby league because Union's kind of going through a bit of a lull period at the moment, man. So now's a really, really good time to do that. And the Warriors before, bro, we never had a club. We had Denny's, bro.
Yeah.
Go to Denny's after the game. Oh yeah, let's go to Denny's for a Sunday.
Oh, that's so true though. We'll catch up at Burger King afterwards. Yeah.
No, I think it's awesome. I think it's a really good move by Cam George, bro. He's business minded, that guy, and he's a clever guy.
Massive moves. I think, like I've said, this is probably the biggest like momentum and groundswell the club's had since '95 for me. Like just hitting every, like you turn your Instagram on or whatever, and there's a bang. Brought a bar, bang, all these things are happening. So, no, really, really happy, man. We'll leave it at that, boys. I know we're 5 minutes or 8 minutes away from kickoff. Everyone that's in the chat, thank you for coming in. Clough stuff, Lexi, everyone that's in here. I appreciate you guys. Everyone on Instagram, enjoy your evening. If we feel so excited to come back on after the game because we've pumped them, then we might jump back on. Yeah, Josh will be back. Hopefully not outside again with that racket happening.
You'll have a penthouse view.
You'll be in the penthouse by then. Yeah. You'll have his cappuccino. He's got a little dog there.
You're driving Suzuki Swift.
Hope so. Either that or I'll be broke.
No, but have a good one, everyone. We'll catch you guys later. You enjoy the game. Up the wahs.